Hi people, today's story is about a candy who in just a short span of 8 months crossed 100 crore and 300 crores in 2 years with a very minimal advertisement budget and majority on word of mouth. It tasted so good that people started recommending it to their friends and colleagues and started gifting a box full of this candy. The candy that I'm talking about is none other than the Pulse candy. In this video, we will evaluate the success story of Pulse candy and deep dive into all the aspects that made Pulse a huge success. The Pulse candy belonged to the DS group, Dharampal Satyapal group, which is no stranger to the confectionery segment. The 88-year-old tobacco to hospitality conglomerate has other offerings in the market like food and beverage, hospitality, agroforestry, tobacco, packaging and mouth fresheners. And you might have surely tasted some of its products like Paas Paas mouth freshener, Rajnigandha pan masala, Paas Paas chingles and Pulse. Now let's think together as to how we got introduced to this amazing candy. First, I'll tell you how I came to know about this amazing candy. One afternoon, I visited my cousin's place and he offered me a candy to taste, and when I tasted it, it was a surprise. Everyone loves surprises, right? Now this is what Pulse gives in here. Eat and boom. The powder which is in the middle of the candy suddenly scatters all over your tongue. And little did we know that this would become so big, touching 100 crore in just a span of 8 months and prove to be a game changer in the candy segment. And before starting to develop the candy, Rajiv Kumar, the vice chairman of DS Group, gave one instruction to their R&D team working on the Pulse candy. अगर प्रोडक्ट चटपटा हो तो आपकी आंख बंद होनी चाहिए, वरना मजा नहीं आया. People, the idea was to bring in some innovation in the hard-boiled candy segment where changes are typically restricted to newer flavors. Now a hard candy is a sugar candy prepared from one or more sugar-based syrups that is heated to a temperature of 160 degrees Celsius to make a candy. At the outset, they had observed that raw mango and mango flavor together constitute about 50% of the total candy market in India, and of this almost 26% was raw mango. It was clear to them that this was the flavor they wanted to innovate on. Kacha Aam as a flavor is loved across all age groups and demographic markets. The company spent almost 2 years developing Pulse candy, while Paas Paas took almost 5 years before it was launched in 1999. Though the flavor has a pan-India appeal, the company didn't launch it with a splash. It identified that the taste is closer to Gujarati and Rajasthani palate and introduced Pulse in those markets first. The candy then quickly expanded its presence across the country. And talking about price is also important, as these candies are used as currency by shop owners instead of giving a change. At that time, 86% of the industry was priced at 50 paise, but they chose to go with 14%, which priced itself at rupee 1. They knew that customers are more value conscious than cost conscious. They are looking for differentiated things which give them value for money. Once the product got launched, the product strength took it forward. Word of mouth started catching up as most people started referring the candy to their friends and colleagues. At some places, it became a mouth freshener of sort after lunch. At others, it was a regular get-together candy among friends in a college class. The word had set in. And people liked the candy so much that they started buying in bulk, 5 to 10 in one go. Hashtags like Pulse of India to memes like my face when I'm eating a Pulse candy have trended organically on social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Customers were enamored with the sudden burst of flavor, the magical twist of taste that Pulse gave them, and this created a whole range of loyal customers who organically engaged in digital conversations about their discovery of a new candy. Online communities uploaded dub smash videos, simple ads, humorous snippets and even short films about the Pulse candy, and all this enhanced its brand reputation. With the tagline of Pulse of India, Pran Jaye Par Pulse Na Jaye, indicating how far people can go for this Pulse candy, and the new Kacha Aam flavored hard-boiled candy with a tangy twist had created much of an upheaval in the Indian hard-boiled candy market. Not to mention the fact that this candy is a huge success despite competition from established players like Parle, whose Mango Bite and Kacha Mango Bite are priced lower at 50 paise. Pulse makers believe it is one of the most successful examples of brands built through the concept of word of mouth, with social media playing a big role, while the company pushed Pulse through in-store promotions and outdoor advertisements at certain locations, but its fans were active in the online world. People, if we have to sum up the success story of this candy, we can sum it up through one word, that is innovation. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old but building on the new. If you have learned something valuable in this video, do support the channel by liking the video and subscribing to it. I'll see you in the next video. Keep innovating. Bye bye.